Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Devin Carter is a promising young player who will be worth the investment if the Lakers invest in him. And we know it's important to rebuild a team with the future in mind. I don't know why the Sacramento Kings are entertaining the idea of trading Devin Carter. But they legitimately seem to be, according to Jake Fisher of the Steinline/Bleacher Report, and the Lakers should immediately pick up the phone and find out what it would take to pry Carter, who was a first-round pick last year, from the Kings. Sacramento's reasoning for dangling Carter on the trade market is to make room to sign free agent Russell Westbrook. That would be one of the most irresponsible front office moves I've ever seen, but that's not the Lakers' problem. Carter could be a splendid fit off the bench for the Lakers, and pairing him with Luka Doncic could be a fun backcourt wrinkle for JJ Redick. The asking price can't be too high for Carter either, considering the Kings have basically no leverage in this situation. The whole league knows they want Russ, and the only way they can get him is by making this trade. I also think the Lakers should be willing to overpay for Carter, whatever that may entail. Giving up a future protected first-rounder should be considered if that's what it takes to ensure they acquire Carter. And if that sounds like too much, remember that getting Carter would be nearly equivalent to adding a first-round pick. He was a lottery pick, number 13 overall, last year, and there's no reason at all that teams around the league should be lower on him now than a year ago. Carter didn't have a particularly auspicious start to his NBA career, through no fault of his own. He had surgery less than a month after he was drafted and was sidelined from July until January. Carter didn't have much of an offseason last summer, so his 36 career games come with a huge asterisk. He's basically entering 2025-26 as a rookie when you look at the whole of the situation. Making any judgment on him right now would be silly. Devin Carter would provide defensive depth in the Lakers' backcourt. As a prospect, Carter isn't projected to be much of an on-ball threat, hence why he could be productive next to Luka, but has the tools to be an above-average on-ball defender in the NBA, plus he shot nearly 38% from three-point range in his final college season at Providence. Right now, the Lakers' backcourt is ostensibly sound on defense with Marcus Smart and Gabe Vincent both expected to play big minutes, but Smart has played just 54 games in the past 2 seasons combined, and Vincent was better last year than he was in 2023-24, but has never quite produced how the Lakers hoped he would. So, why not take a chance on Carter? He could provide the perfect change of pace when Austin Reeves goes to the bench and the Lakers need to balance offensive firepower with point-of-attack defending. I said a future protected first should be on the table, but I doubt it actually would take that much to acquire his services. NBA teams are often scared to make moves because they're afraid of how the public will perceive them. Be bold, Rob. Go get Devin Carter. I promise the Kings aren't trying to pull a fast one here. They just have no idea what's going on, ever. LA Lakers 2025-26 projected starting lineup as Luka Doncic and LeBron James try to win championship with new-look roster. The LA Lakers have made some new signings this offseason, but is it enough to compete for a championship? The LA Lakers entered this offseason with perhaps the best building block to construct their roster. With Luka Doncic and LeBron James, the Lakers have the best duo in the NBA. But things didn't get off to a great start. Rob Pelinka cost the Lakers Dorian Finney-Smith by lowballing him during negotiations. They did make things right, as the Lakers signed Jake LaRavia and DeAndre Ayton to address their weaknesses. On top of that, the Lakers landed Marcus Smart thanks to Luka Doncic. With these new additions, what can we expect from the Lakers next season? 2025-26 LA Lakers projected starting lineup. The LA Lakers are entering their second season with JJ Redick. With the changes to his roster, he will have to come up with some new strategies. Fans can expect this to be the starting lineup for the Lakers. Starting lineup: Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton. Second unit: Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent, Jake LaRavia, Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes. This lineup has definitely resonated across the league. An anonymous NBA executive applauded the Lakers' signings. The Lakers know what is on the line for them next season. This is why the Lakers have set goals for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic and LeBron James are angling for a championship. The Los Angeles Lakers were blessed this past February when they landed Luka Doncic in a trade that no one in their right mind expected them to pull off. By pairing Luka Doncic and LeBron James, the Lakers put together perhaps the greatest duo in NBA history, at least from a pure talent standpoint. Unfortunately, last season, the Lakers didn't have the right players around either star, and they wound up losing in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Hopefully, the Lakers have addressed their deficiencies in the offseason and have enough to make a serious run at the NBA championship. Lakers make trade pivot, linked to former Warriors star as LeBron James' replacement. A new report suggests the Los Angeles Lakers may have softened on their recent stance of not adding big contracts that go beyond this season. And they could target one particular former star from a conference rival as a potential LeBron James replacement. While the Lakers have a pair of top 15 players on their roster and don't seem far off from being a finals contender, various reports have stated in recent months that they are not looking to make big moves this season. With Luka Doncic as the new face of the franchise, they want to build a long-term roster around him and don't want to add multi-year deals in pursuit of a title now. Instead, they hope to add an elite player to team with him in 2 summers. Well, that may no longer be the case, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. The Lakers' reluctance in the early stages of the offseason to consider trades for contracts that stretch beyond the 2025-26 season has thawed somewhat. I don't think that means they'll swing a deal for just anyone between now and the February 5 trade deadline, but league sources say LA would indeed have interest in adding a two-way swingman who can raise their ceiling. Los Angeles Lakers linked to Andrew Wiggins trade. So if the Lakers have interest in a two-way wing, who could that player be? Well, Stein actually had an answer for that, and it happens to be a former number 1 overall pick who was a key player on the Golden State Warriors title team a few seasons ago. Andrew Wiggins, 30, will earn $28.2 million this season and holds a $30.2 million player option for 2026-27. I wouldn't have classified him as a potential purple and gold target before Doncic's long-term future was secured, but things are different now. So my sense is that the Lakers would have interest if the Heat, in coming weeks or months, decide to prioritize financial flexibility and look to reduce payroll. Although Wiggins has only been an All-Star once and has never reached the potential of being the number 1 overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. However, he has been an impact player wherever he has played. For his career, he has averaged 18.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, a steal, and is shooting 36% from 3. He is a good player. But it is his ability to make an impact on both sides of the ball that gives him higher value. That two-way talent was key in the Warriors' finals win in 2023, and why he got a huge 4-year, $109 million deal from Golden State after their title win. Wiggins would be a very nice addition for the Lakers at some point over the next 6 months. But at 30 and with another year on his deal, he could potentially be a replacement option for LeBron James in 2026-27. While he is not as good, he brings similar skills and would be far cheaper for one season. LeBron James is one of only 2 active NBA players in history to get a Hall of Fame induction. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, LeBron James further expanded his basketball legacy and list of accolades after becoming one of only 2 active players in NBA history to be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame. While the NBA usually waits for a player to retire before they are inducted into the Hall of Fame, they decided to make an exception for James and another player this year. The only other active player to achieve this is James' close friend and Team USA teammate, Chris Paul. Chris Paul and LeBron James played together for the 2008 Redeem Team, which was recognized at the Hall of Fame ceremony for their contributions to the growth of basketball in the country, and subsequently inducted into the Hall of Fame as a roster. The 2008 Redeem Team had iconic players like Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard, and more who were also recognized at the ceremony. A few days after the ceremony, James posted a reaction on Instagram to this significant achievement. "We in the hall, baby." He wrote James in the caption of his post. He also shared it on his story and further added, "Still at the top of my game at the same time in the Hall of Fame." While James and Paul are now a part of the Hall of Fame already, they will likely still receive individual consideration at the time of their retirement. During the ceremony, James addressed the crowd and spoke about how crucial Kobe Bryant was to the successes of the Redeem team. Sue Bird and the owner of the Miami Heat also poked fun at James during the ceremony. While Bird recalled how Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James had planned their union in the Miami Heat from 2008 itself during the Olympics, the owner of the Miami Heat, Mickey Arison, joked about how James did not deliver fully on his promise. With retirement just around the corner for both these Hall of Famers, it seems like both Paul and James are inclined towards spending more time with their families. In a recent interview after the Hall of Fame induction, James was asked if he plans to coach after retiring. "No. No coaching for me," James said as he laughed when asked. "I'll inspire the game. I love the game. But I don't have coaching in my future." While the Lakers roster is likely set for the start of the season, they have between now and the February trade deadline to continue making upgrades. One area they would still love to address is their wing defense, and according to NBA insider Mark Stein, they will continue that pursuit. The Lakers are in win-now mode. They signed Luka Doncic to a 3-year max contract extension worth $165 million on the first day such a deal was permissible, August 2nd. They have LeBron James under contract for one more season. And they will be on the lookout, I'm told, for the proverbial right deal to present itself to upgrade on the wing if possible and add to a list of newcomers headlined by DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia. As I understand it, the Lakers' reluctance in the early stages of the offseason to consider trades for contracts that stretch beyond the 2025-26 season has thawed somewhat. I don't think that means they'll swing a deal for just anyone between now and the February 5th trade deadline, but league sources say LA would indeed have interest in adding a two-way swingman who can raise their ceiling. One player the Lakers have been linked to this offseason is Andrew Wiggins of the Miami Heat, and Stein believes they are still interested. The sort of player who is likely to interest the Lakers? My read, if Miami were to make him available, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins, 30, will earn $28.2 million this season and holds a $30.2 million player option for 2026-27. I wouldn't have classified him as a potential purple and gold target before Doncic's long-term future was secured, but things are different now. So my sense is that the Lakers would have interest if the Heat, in coming weeks or months, decide to prioritize financial flexibility and look to reduce payroll. Wiggins would be a good fit for the Lakers, although the Heat have made it clear that they are not looking to deal him right now. Other reports have also indicated the Lakers are not interested in the 30-year-old. These things can change at any time though, and there's no denying that Wiggins would make the Lakers better. With that being the case, it could be something to monitor going into the season if the Heat struggle and look to reset their roster.